Tonight, we're gonna read a story called Davy Plays Football. Must be Davy. Davy Plays Football by Sylvia Peake. Illustrated by Carol Wilde. Davy picked up his football and called his mother. "I'm going out to play now," he said as he closed the kitchen door. How Davy liked to play with his football. He would eat with his football on his lap. He would sleep with his football next to his pillow. He would take his football to school to play with at recess. He would ride his bike with the football nestled in the basket on the handlebars. Davy knew all about how to play football. His father taught him well, and Davy could run and pass and kick that football better than anybody else. Well, almost anybody else. His dad. Davy had a special wish, a secret wish. He wanted to play football with the big boys who lived on his street, but they wouldn't let him. The older boys thought Davy was too small and might get hurt, but Davy knew how to play better than anybody else. Well, almost anybody else. One day, Davy was in his front yard. He had his hands in his pockets and was kicking the football along the grass. His head was down, and his lively brown eyes were almost filled with tears. "The big boys don't want to play football with me," he said to himself. "Mom says to wait and they'll play with me someday. But I want to play today. Golly whiz, why can't someday be today?" "Hi, Davy," said a voice that belonged to one of the older boys, whose voice was changing. Davy looked up and saw the sad faces of the big boys who lived on his street. "Hi, what's the matter?" asked Davy. "We've got a big football game today, and Jimmy can't play. Now we don't know what to do. We've got to find someone to take his place. Well, so long, Davy." The boys started to walk down the street. Davy followed them with his eyes and his heart. What could he do? He had to play football with them. He just had to. "Golly whiz," said Davy. His sad eyes looked down at the football lying there on the grass, rocking in the breeze. Suddenly, his eyes lighted up like a jack-o'-lantern's. He took his hands out of his pockets, held up his football, and Davy gave that ball such a hard kick that it went right over the heads of the bigger boys. Were they ever surprised? The boys thought it was a racket. When they turned to see who had kicked it, there was Davy waving his arms and jumping up and down. "Davy!" they shouted. The boys ran towards him and yelled, "Hooray for Davy!" They asked him to be on their team. They wanted him to kick for them. They wanted him to pass for them. They wanted him to run for them. They wanted him to win for them. Davy's secret wish came true at last. And he still ate with his football on his lap. And he still slept with his football next to his pillow. And he still rode his bike with his football nestled in the basket on the handlebars. And golly whiz, Davy still helped the big boys play football with it. The end. Good night now, kids.